Titans fans, it worked last week, so let's try it again here. If you think that the Tennessee Titans are going to go ahead and take down the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football, I want you to go ahead and smash that like button. What's going on, y'all? Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, and on today's show, I'm going to be giving you a preview against the Tennessee Titans, battling it out with the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football. Now, this is going to be a tough nose game. Both of these teams, they're going to really try to just beat the crap out of each other. Buffalo is 4-1, and they've been looking like maybe the best team in the league since losing Week 1 up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then the Titans, since that one game against the New York Jets and the Arizona game, they've looked pretty darn good as far as I'm concerned. So what I want you guys to do right now is go down in the comments, and I want you to try to predict the score. The last time that I checked, Buffalo were 6-point favorites up against Tennessee despite, being on the road. The Titans have also done a pretty good job of being able to slow down their opponents with an amazing running game. So please, get your score predictions in right now. So first we're going to go to the offensive side of the football, and in terms of total yards per game, the Bills, they just edge out Tennessee by maybe about 20 yards per game. Passing yards per game, advantage, not even close, Josh Allen. Rushing yards per game, Tennessee's at 167.8, third best in the league. The Bills at fifth best in the league. Points per game, Buffalo 34.3, that's best in the league. And then giveaways. If you want to be able to win this game, you have to not turn the ball over, because I can almost guarantee the Bills won't. So what do you guys think here? After looking at some of those numbers, after seeing 5 weeks of football, who do you think has the better offense? If you think it's the Tennessee Titans, I want you to go ahead and type TO. If you think it's the Bills, I want you to type BO. And what I'm about to say might stink. Probably going to go with BO because that Bills offense is rocking and rolling. Let's go to the defensive side of the football. A lot of times when you hear Josh Allen, you hear the Bills right now. I don't know about you. I do. I think of the offense. But this defense, you could literally say it's the best defense in the league right now. Total yards per game, first. Passing yards per game, second. Rushing yards per game, third. Points per game, first. Takeaways, 15, first. Tennessee really needs to be able to pick it up, because what the Bills are doing on offense and defense, it's one of the reasons why you can literally say that they are the best team in football right now. So what do you guys think here? Better defense, TD for the Titans, BD for the Bills defense. Not sure how many TDs the Titans will score on Monday, but I'm going to go with the Bills defense, so hopefully you guys don't hate on me too much. All right, y'all, if you want more videos, more free videos, I want you to take advantage of this deal we got going on right now. For the next 365 days, this Titans channel is going to be pumping out free content. And if you're like, all right, man, yeah, that sounds pretty darn good to me, go ahead and hit that sub button. If you can't find the subscribe button, look underneath the video right now. Type in youtube.com/Titans today. Click the subscribe button. That way you never miss a thing. So coming up right now, y'all, we're getting into my 5 keys to victory up against Buffalo. And anytime you're going up against a legitimate opponent, a superior opponent, you need to be able to go ahead and bring your A game. And I really think that's where my first key to victory is going to stand here. It has to be a total team effort. Offense, defense, special teams, everybody has to bring their A game, because Buffalo, even if they bring their B game, they might still be able to take you down. If you don't believe me, well, maybe you believe this guy named Mike Vrabel, because this is what he had to say on stopping Josh Allen, and I really think that might be the main key in beating the Bills. It takes everybody that's out there on defense and the responsibilities that you have. He's got such good play strength, speed, and he's continuing to grow and understand his offense. Now, he can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his legs. We're first here going to look at the numbers through the air. 1,370 yards, 12 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But what really just kills defenses is he's kind of a hard guy to blitz, because he can beat you with his legs. 35 carries this year, 188 yards, the 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had at least 8 rushing touchdowns every year he's been in the league, but it's the 17 first downs. You think you got him, you think the play's broken, and then he just tucks it, he runs. Right now he's averaging just a hair over 3 first downs per game with his legs. At number 2 here, feed Derrick Henry, and this one kind of is 2 things. He's your best offensive weapon. And second, if you feed Derrick Henry, that keeps Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills offense on the other sideline. Now, I don't remember the last time that I saw a back doing what Henry does doing what Henry does from a physicality standpoint. I mean, we were talking about Brandon Jacobs the other day here at the Chat Sports Studios. Derrick Henry and Brandon Jacobs aren't even in the same equation because of how much more superior of an athlete Derrick Henry is. But week 1, struggling game for the Titans. They dropped it. But in week 2, big time 33-30 win, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. Week 3, week 4 were kind of weird weeks, but you got to continue to feed this guy. Give the rock to Henry. If you lose running the ball, I'll be able to sleep a lot better at night. If you don't run the ball and you still got some of those receivers banged up, I'm sorry, I just won't be able to forgive you. So what do y'all think about this one? How many rushing yards will Henry end up having this week? The only game that he did not eclipse 100 rushing yards was week 1 up against the Arizona Cardinals, and that was a game that, yes, they do in fact lose. If you want to beat the Bills, you better get Henry over 125, and you better get it quick. Now, the other thing that I thought was pretty interesting is this. The Bills and the Steelers, they have not allowed a running back to score a rushing touchdown yet. So if anybody's out there in fantasy and you're like, oh man, the Bills right now are getting up the third least amount of points to the running back position, I don't care. You start Derrick Henry, another reason to continue to feed him. What about number 3 here? You got to slow down the wide receivers for the Buffalo Bills. What Allen has been able to do and spread the wealth, I mean, the addition of Emmanuel Sanders has been very, very impressive. Now, one of the biggest issues the Tennessee Titans defense last year was they lacked being able to get pressure on the quarterback. And they're doing that a little bit this year, but also wide receivers are really killing these cornerbacks. So the Titans right now have allowed 1,122 receiving yards. That's the most in the NFL to the wide receiver position, which is why it's up here at number 32. You can see how some of these other teams rank here. So who are some of the guys that you need to learn how to slow down? They got 4 playmakers, and yes, Dawson Knox is a tight end, but he leads the team right now with 5 receiving touchdowns. Emmanuel Sanders, he's the guy that they look for in the red zone. He's also been a deep play threat. The guy that's going to get the most targets, Stephon Diggs, he's up here leading the team with 374 receiving yards. Led the league last year with receptions with 129. And then Cole Beasley, he might not be feasting too much in the red zone, but he's a sneaky guy to be able to watch around the first down markers. So here are the week 6 odds, y'all. Those are my keys to victory. The Bills are -6 favorites. 6 favorites on the road. If this was a home game, I'd anticipate probably like an 8 and 9 point spread. The total over-under in this one is 54 points. It's a Monday night game. There's going to be a lot of excitement. You guys should also throw down some money on it. Why the heck not, right? So one more time here, I want you to go ahead and get your score predictions in, because coming up here in like 2 seconds, I'm going to give you guys my score prediction for Bills up against the Titans. I know this is a Titans show, and I know I said I'm going to start the video off by liking it. I just can't get it. I just can't bet against the Bills right now, y'all. They're just playing too good. I'm going to go Bills win this one 37-27. Give me the over, and give me Buffalo to cover that -6.